And welcome back to more of Let's Play Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn with me, Pip Marthroy. In the last episode, we got the rooms with all the treasure and the first Legue's units defeated. And in this episode, after preparing, you're going to start the next battling area. So Luke says he senses a lot of Bjork near the south. Bjork are humans, by the way, if you remember that from last game. And we have Toronto returning from the last game, the guy in the white armor who wields spears and swords. In this game, he mainly wields spears, or lances, whatever you want to know. And then we have Zahark, who is a swordsmaster in this game. Unfortunately, I lost him in my Let's Play of Path of Radiance, and he was the only unit I lost. And I don't intend on losing him this time. And we also have Jill, who I didn't use, and I'm not going to use this time either. A lot of people say you should use her, but I haven't found any problem without using her. So I'm just not going to. I use Zahark, though. As for the units, they're going to be the same, except everybody except for Meg. For the record, I do send Sothe. I actually send him, instead of going up, I send him down and over here. So he fights all these guys right here, like these main people. A few mages show up right here, I think. I'm pretty sure all the mages are fire, except for one that shows up here that's a thunder mage. As for these units, they're probably going to get taken out by Jill and Zahark. These two might, I don't know. And then these guys are probably going to try to climb up the wall. So I'm going to put Edward here. Leave Nolan where he is. Keep your healer in the back. Leave Aaron where he is. And that looks like it will work. So, let's get started. No, the movement cost tutorial, no. Basically, every time you run on sand, I already mentioned this in the previous battle, it's going to lower your movement. It won't lower thieves as much, mages as much, or healers as much, but everybody else it will. Now, flying units like Jill won't be affected by that at all. Now, you are going to want to send a few people up here, or at least I do, because it makes it easier. If you don't, the people on the right are going to climb up the wall, come down and start firing at you from down here, and they'll have the terrain advantage, which is not good. Vlug, apparently, a lot of people have special bonuses that they're bad against. For example, archers have really, Pegasus Knights are really weak against arrows. Legue's units like Vlug are really weak against fire magic. However, that's probably not going to kill Vlug if he does take one hit or maybe even two. For example, right here. Well, it didn't even hit, but it's supposed to do extra bonus, but it really doesn't do that much. All these guys are going to miss or attack Zahark or Jill. I don't think they ever go for Toronto, and if they do, they're going to die. Oh, I didn't realize I was using the Wind Edge. Oh well. Whenever they fight, Jill will move. I don't think anybody else will. That was a small cutscene that says Sothe might know Toronto, and he does know Toronto from the last game. One of these guys, I gotta find him. This guy right here has a Master Seal. You need to take that away from him. A Master Seal will upgrade any non-promoted unit that's level 10 or higher. Now, using it will make you miss a lot of stat upgrades. However, it is a very good item to sell. How far can Leonardo go? Pah, no damage. Fool. The Master Seal is really the only thing you really have to steal. The boss has a shine barrier, which you can put it on one space on the board map, and none of the enemy units can pass through that board space. However, that's not as good as it sounds unless there's, like, let me give an example. Like a really small, narrow area, that it might come in handy there, but really it's not worth it. You can sell it, that's the main reason that I steal it. I haven't gone over the shove command, but if you stand by somebody, hit shove, it'll move one space in that direction. It's helpful for just getting your units a little bit closer to wherever you want them to go. Other than that, it's not really great, but, you know, it's something. As you can tell, Edward lost his wind edge, so I'm not going to be able to use ranged attacks with Edward right now. However, that did block the archer from getting up here. So if you don't have enough ranged attackers, just put people there and it will prevent them from coming up on the ledge. Until you can get a ranged attacker over there, and then you can just swap their places. If you want, you can heal the extra, or the other characters right now. You don't have to, but you can. Well, since I can't think of anything to talk of, I will explain what happened last night, because it's not really a funny story, but it's annoying. If you have a support unit, you can converse with them. That kind of increases the, their support bonus, and then you can rank them from going from C to B and then B to A. So I can tell you guys right now, since we've got nothing else to do, because this is really just beating units, you should know how to do this. Let's see. Last night, I finally got Pikmin, the original Pikmin. I'd been kind of like, whenever I first saw it, I was like, well, that's probably not a fantastic game or anything like that. I started playing it. It's actually a lot of fun. I don't know why I didn't think it would be that great, because it actually is really, really good. But I was working on it last night. For those of you that don't know Pikmin, it's a very, very short game. It's short, but it's not too short. The idea is finding 30 ship parts, and there's 5 areas. One of them has 2 ship parts. One of them, the final battle has 1, but the rest of them have close to 10, I think, somewhere around 10-ish. Because you start out with, well, no, I wouldn't say you start out with 1, but on the first map you can only get 1, and then you come back later on. But I was working on that last night, and it was actually the first time I'd played it still, and I was at the final boss. I'm not going to ruin it for anybody that hasn't played that. But I was on the final boss at the final trial, which is what the map level is called. And I was working on it at about this time right now, and all of a sudden the power goes out in our house. Right when I'm working on the final boss. I had him to about half HP and our power went out. At least I wasn't working on this. That would have been horrible. A slight trick on this, if you can get that mage like over on one of these areas and you have a ranged weapon right here, you can use the ranged weapon on this area and kill that mage. I'll heal Valug in a second. Now, for the record, I sent Sothe down here just to take out all the units. I did not send him down here to gain levels, because he gains levels very slowly because he's so strong. So just be aware of the fact that you don't want to overuse Sothe and make all your other units end up being really weak, because that is a bad idea. I don't know what that healer was doing. Wait, now I can't do that. Never mind, I was going to try to shove him out of the way, but that's not going to work. What is he doing? You guys know that healers can't attack, right? Even if they're on the enemy team. That healer was an idiot. Should have known better than to do that. And sneak attack! Ah, go away. Yeah, a few of the people can talk to Zahark or Jill. Oh yeah, you can hit A to see all the conversations. I didn't realize this till a few playthroughs ago. But it's just something you can do. And Ileana is, by the way, a character that always thinks about food. And how could I forget you? Why? I think of you so often. You treat me to food, glorious food, on 23 separate occasions. But who's counting? Apparently you are. And I think there's kind of like a love romance going on there, because he says, I'm counting on you, my dear. I don't know. Probably not. I don't know. This game was supposedly designed to be in 648, so I don't know. That may have just been the way they talked back then. I don't know. I don't know. This guy's a steel lance. This guy. Oh, a javelin. Yeah, that figures. Okay, we'll just leave the javelin on. Hey, the others aren't going to do anything anymore. Alright, I'll see you guys next time when we take out those last two mages. Later.